Alright, we're live. DumpsterBoyz episode 4. I guess I made a mistake on the last one. Had to go edit the titles.
The last one, guys.
I deleted it. It doesn't matter. I'll delete it later. This is episode 4, and Tyler's back. I tried to get Jamal back on, but you know he's too busy playing Call of Duty.
I hope he gets coronavirus.
He can't take an hour and a half out of his day to come on the podcast and give his opinion. But it's whatever. But so
I thought this was his podcast.
No,
he was just a guest.
Yeah, so it was, and that was the reason. I don't mean to talk bad about Jamal because he's my friend, right? But I know the type of person Jamal is, and if it personally doesn't benefit him, he's very unreliable. Like, he won't do something. Like, for example, on I think it was episode number 2, or was it 3? Which one was the one that we did together? And he wasn't on. It was the last one.
2.
Right?
It was 2.
Yeah.
It was 2 or 3.
I was on 3, so it was 2.
No, he was on 2. He was on. I don't think you were there. Because me and Randy never did a podcast alone.
I thought that he dipped on one that y'all said.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the last one.
It wasn't the last one.
It was the last one.
Bro, you told me the one before.
No, we didn't. We ended up not doing one that day.
Oh.
Yeah. It was the last one. So like, he was on, and it was like 6 o'clock. It was like 6 o'clock already, and it was like 6 o'clock already, and he was like, well, it's about to be 6 o'clock over there on the East Coast. It was like about to be 5 here in Texas, and he pretty much just said, "All right, I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm tired."
Yeah.
No, like he just got up early to play games, and then he got tired. Like he had said all day, like, yeah, we're gonna do the podcast. And then like literally like 30 minutes before the podcast, he's like, yo.
Coronavirus, fuck out of here.
Anyway.
So yeah, and then so literally like 30 minutes before the shit was supposed to go on, he's like, yo, I'm just gonna go to. So like he's unreliable in that way. Like, I don't like that shit. I knew that's why, you know, again, not to talk shit about my homeboy, he's more than welcome to come on whenever you want. But he's not reliable in that sense, so I don't have him on the podcast. Like I didn't have him on none of the art, and I didn't have him on like one of the permanent people. Jamal is more concerned about his video game life than
to be honest,
than anything else.
Honest with you, I'm trying to beat.
I mean,
you getting blown up creepers
Every 30 years, you trying to.
Nah, it's been, there's more added to it.
No. So I just because we doing 2 podcasts. So I recently started playing. I recently started playing what was it? I started playing Minecraft with him. Like I got one Saturday, I was like, yo, fuck it, I'm just spending the money and buy Minecraft. And I was like, yo, Randy, you play Minecraft, right?
The streets are saying you suck at video games.
Yeah.
That's what the streets are saying.
That's what the streets are saying?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Cool.
I've never played with, well, the only game I played with you cheated. Other than that,
all right.
I can't say
so
that.
So we're gonna tell the story about how you got your ass whipped in
I already told him the story.
Yeah, but the people don't know because you over here claiming stuff that's not true.
Cheated.
How do you cheat in baseball?
It's not baseball.
It was baseball.
And first of all, how do you cheat in baseball? A team just got caught for cheating in baseball.
I'm not talking about in real life. How you cheat on the game? How do you cheat on MLB?
You had the settings all wrong.
How I had the settings all wrong? Hell
I wasn't trying to restart the game.
Turn the game sliders up.
No, I didn't.
You know what he did? So anybody who plays MLB, you know that when you're batting, the way you bat is you guess where the pitch is gonna be. Use the bubble to guess where the pitch is gonna be. He put it to where you just aim up and it hits a home run.
No, I didn't.
And it didn't tell me to the 8th inning.
That's a lie. That's a yo. Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying? I told you no, because I told you I was like, yo. So I'm playing the whole time.
So let's hear your side of the story.
So listen, yeah, because there's 2 settings you can have, right? You can have the settings where you just aim whatever. You can aim it to hit a ground, or you can aim to hit a whatever, or you can have where you do the little guessing whatever where the pitch is gonna go. You right? But we both had the same setting. And all you had to do was hit.
But if you didn't tell him that the setting was on that, and he's used to playing it the official way, the way it's
that's not the official way.
Yes, it is.
It literally says the other way. It says classic, bro. That's the classic way to play.
Yeah,
it's not the classic
it's
way.
Classic as in like it's because it was that's how it was played years ago. Now the game is more competitive.
So All I know is you got spanked like, what was it, 16 to like
That's like you playing
16
2K
to 5.
and they take off the shot meter. You don't know where your shots is going.
That's what I'm saying.
But you got your shit spanked though. You got your shit spanked.
What inning did you tell me that this setting was changed? Tell the people.
Like the 7th inning. But I didn't change the setting.
7th inning.
You had the same thing as me. I didn't change the setting. I told you this is how I usually play. This is what I play. And I told you, I was like, yo, this is how
he did? You know what he did? He starts laughing. He goes, yo, I gotta tell you something. He goes, yo. He was up like 10, by the way. He goes, yo, you just gotta aim up and it aims for a home run every time.
No, he was like, no. He was like, no, you lying. That's just guessing. That's just guessing where the ball's gonna go. And I was like, nah. I was like, pitch me something. I watch him hit a grounder. And I showed him I aimed the shit to the bottom right and literally hit a grounder to the bottom right. He was like, oh.
That's not cheating.
That's not cheating. That's not cheating, bro. That's a part of the game.
If you played him again, then the game would be much different.
We can play again today after the podcast.
No, I got things to do today.
What you got to do?
I gotta go make some money.
Oh, all right. All right.
So let me tell you about.
I forgot the army don't pay.
Let me tell you about playing Minecraft with him. So son.
So this man expects me to like just pick up a game that I never played and just.
So
the streets are saying you suck at video games. Like,
so when you play, when you play a new game, right? And let's say this game is like an adventure sandbox game like Minecraft, right? And you know that monsters spawn at night, right? And you know that there's this one specific monster. I literally told him, I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta watch out for the creeper, bro. Whenever you hear hissing, you gotta make sure that you run and you look for where the creeper's at. Bro, why this man got blown up back to back by 2 different creepers. Like, he got blown up 3 times, but he didn't die to the 3rd one.
No, that's a cap. So the first one, I saw it because he was fighting the creepers and I was like, yo, I'm gonna fight him. Yeah, I had a sword. I was like, yo, I'm gonna fight the creeper, whatever. And this is what happened. So the way you're supposed to fight him, and I didn't know this, the way you're supposed to fight him, you hit him, they kind of bounce back and then you step away before they blow up. But I just thought you just keep hitting them and they'll keep bouncing back and they won't blow up. So I got blown up the first time. I was like, all right, bet. Then the second time when I came back outside, I got blown up because I didn't even see the creeper the second time. And then the third time.
They miss before they blow up.
But I didn't see it. And then the third time, it blew up, but it didn't even hit me. It didn't really hit me. Like, it blew up close to me. But
what about the one in the cave?
That didn't matter. That was my first time playing. This man asked... So you know what? Randy? Randy has like 1,000... He might have like 10,000 hours on Minecraft.
I don't have...
And I have less than 10. I have literally a combined of 3 hours because we played 2 weekends in a row, 1 hour and a half. I have 3 hours. And he expect me to just be some fucking pro at the game.
Even when I started playing Minecraft.
Because he probably spent 10,000 hours just looking at YouTube videos before he even picked up the game.
No, I didn't. I haven't watched a single video. It's funny because he subscribed to PewDiePie, who played Minecraft.
I'm sub to...
racist?
No, that was cap. I literally subbed to PewDiePie though for a reason, because I don't know if you remember.
I'll take some.
Bro, he just ate.
I just wanted to try one, bro, because it looks mad.
So I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So
you gotta scoop it all with the mashed.
With the mashed potatoes, alright.
So the reason I'm subscribed to PewDiePie is because I don't know if you remember a couple of months back he was having a race as to who could get to 100 million subs before, like him or that Indian company or whatever that was getting like a bunch of subs and shit on YouTube. Well, whatever. It was like it's like a meme, like subscribe to PewDiePie. So I subbed to PewDiePie just to give him that view because it was like he was the most famous YouTuber, like by himself. He does everything by himself. As opposed to this company, like this multi-million-dollar company from India that was like getting a lot of subs from India. And so like that's basically what it was. So I subbed to PewDiePie, and then like a video, this is how I ended up downloading the game. Like a video recommendation came up on my YouTube feed, and it was him saying like, oh, I'm back to playing Minecraft. But I don't even watch. Like if we go to YouTube right now and we look at my like PewDiePie shit, you know how at the bottom when you watch YouTube videos it'll have like that red line says how much you watch it. You won't see none of his videos. I don't watch none of his shit. But that was the reason why I got the game in the first. But
I got it because of PewDiePie, but
because he had been mentioning for a while, hey yo, try like Minecraft with me. And I was like, yo, fuck it. PewDiePie put it.
Call of Duty.
Huh?
She got on Call of Duty.
What about Call of Duty?
I do play Call of Duty.
You got Call of Duty?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah, we could do Call of Duty. I know this man's capping on you. You've been lying, right? So why you looking at me like that?
What is he talking about?
I don't know. You're looking at me kind of suspect, bro. Nah, but anyways, yo, let's talk about. Let's leave this game.
I got it. Before we go back to anything, I'm gonna talk about a dinner today at Olive Garden. Right?
Well, it wasn't a dinner. It was more like a lunch because we went at like 2 o'clock.
Lunch.
But yeah,
it was lunch today at Olive Garden. So, tell me why that. So he orders like a like one of those meals where it's like you can keep refilling. Like
like
it's kind of like
it's like unlimited pasta.
Yeah, unlimited pasta.
Unlimited pasta.
Yeah. The unlimited pasta.
You eat one plate.
Not
Less
even
than a plate.
Not even. So it's not. But that's not the joke.
It's not even a joke, bro. This shit was dead serious. So Pete, he's like, yeah, can I get a to-go box? Blah blah. She's like, yeah. I even put in another order so you can have more food for when you go home. He's like, I'm over here thinking, yo, she did you a solid. She's thorough. He's like, yeah, she's thorough. So the busser comes. He's like, somebody asked for a refill here.
Yo, the plate was the size of this shit.
It had less than a quarter of the portion that was in the original plate.
Yo, when he set that shit down, bro, when the dude set that shit down on the table, bro, we just looked at each other and started dying, bro. That shit was so funny. Huh?
She played him.
It wasn't really like a play because it's unlimited pasta, so I'm guessing they're not gonna bring. I get it. They're not gonna bring you full port. Like you get a big ass plate.
What was on my plate though? Like they just about to throw it away.
Yeah.
They didn't give you everything that was on your plate?
Yeah. So like I didn't even.
Why did she say she put in an extra order for you?
She just was whatever. Good. Well, so I didn't eat all of it. So I was like, yo, can I get a to-go plate? So I put like more than half of my shit because we got full of the breadsticks and the.
Yeah, you know how the breadsticks be thin.
We got full of the breadsticks and the water and then some mozzarella and the soup and the mozzarella sticks, bro. So we was full. So like when I got my plate, bro, I touched like 3 things. And I just sat there like contemplating my life, bro, because I hate being so full. So I was just like, what the fuck did I just do to myself? So then she comes around, she's like, yo, do you guys want to go place and shit? And I was like, yeah, let me get a to-go plate. He was like, yeah, let me get a to-go plate.
What are those?
The fettuccine Alfredo or whatever, yeah.
The chicken.
But you didn't order that. Order something.
I did the shrimp.
Like,
oh, it was a chicken Alfredo and shrimp. Remember what I ordered? It is.
Y'all really arguing about what y'all want? Man, just forget it. The whole point is, so she brings the to-go plate and then she's like, yeah, and I also put in another order for you so you can take more to go or whatever. So like the original plate is like huge. It's like this big, like got a bunch of pasta and shit.
You knew you wasn't eating.
Yeah, no.
Why'd you order unlimited?
Honestly, because I didn't think about the soup and the bread, bro. Like I would have ate it all if I
wouldn't have ate another place. There was no.
Right. I just whatever. It don't matter.
If you could take another plate to go, I still think
you could take another plate to go. Yeah.
Yeah, but she gave
the portion. The portions to go.
The portion was fucking hilarious, bro. But it was straight though. Like she was cool about it, but that shit was funny. And then, but yeah, so then she comes back, bro. And the plate wasn't even that big. It was like not as deep, and it was a little smaller, bro.
It was like a kid's cereal bowl.
Yo,
it was like four little things of noodles and pasta in there.
Yo, that shit was absolutely fucking hilarious.
Let's talk about
the hot topic that's like right now. That's all there is on the news. Is coronavirus, bro. Like, yo, what's wrong with this man?
What you mean?
What are you doing? He's getting super comfortable. So
I can't get comfortable in my own house.
Chill out, bro.
Anyway, like I was saying, bro, I don't care about the coronavirus no more. It's honestly just getting annoying to me at this point. What I really care about is the fact that there's no toilet paper anywhere for miles.
That's actually ridiculous. I don't know why they even let people buy all that stuff.
So the Walmart now they put a cap on the amount of toilet paper.
I should have invested in Charmin before the coronavirus. If I had known this was gonna happen.
In Charmin stocks?
Charmin stocks, yeah.
I think they're owned by S.C. Johnson, right?
That's even better.
But yeah, no. So like what's crazy?
Because they own mad disinfectant wipes too. They making bread.
So like what's crazy to me is like, all right, so the coronavirus, like I was kind of brushing it off. I was still kind of brushing it off. Like I don't care. I was like, yo, if I get coronavirus, like the chance of me dying is like low as shit. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Only has a 3% death rate.
It's not even because it's a 3% death rate. That's so. How they get the percentage of deaths is from not like you have a 3% chance of dying.
How many people have died?
But how many people have died? Yeah. But I don't really care about it because you know what the average age for the people that are dying is? 82 years old. That shit's not killing kids. That shit's not killing like.
That's because people in China live to like 140 though.
No, but
nobody in the U.S. live at 82.
I think most people in Asia live like above 90.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So
how they do
they
it?
be looking mad young too.
So that shit is really like only killing like old people. So I was like, yo, if I get coronavirus, fuck it, that's better for me because then I'm just gonna get
half the people who got it don't even experience none of the systems.
Yeah, they don't even get none of the systems. And like, so for me, I would just say like, yo, if I start coughing and shit and getting all these symptoms, I just go to the fucking TMC. And in the TMC, yeah, you call this for 2 weeks. You get to stay home for 2 weeks. That's why I don't care. Like people are like, oh my god,
I get that shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm about to just start rubbing my hands on everything. Like rubbing everybody's hands. Shaking everybody's hands and shit.
You said he's about to start rubbing his hands on it.
Yeah, like on counters and shit, on everything, like just to see if I can get it. Nah, I'm not sure.
He's about to be rubbing his hand on Wild Beach.
Yeah, that's what y'all will be thinking some shit like that. Hell no. I'm not y'all, bro. Nah, so that's why like I don't really care about it, but like what's with this obsession? Like, yo, you heard about the dude that like he bought 17,000 bottles.
Oh yeah, and then Amazon and eBay banned him from selling it.
So he was trying to sell it. Yeah. He bought 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer and shit, and then he was price gouging on. They wouldn't care if you sold it. What they cared was like he was buying them for like $1, $2, and he was selling them for like I don't know if it was $20 a pop, but he was price gouging. So like his shit was. He was like raising the price crazy.
It was from $8 to like $80, I think. No, $8 to $60. That's what he was selling his merchandise for.
Yeah, so
per bottle.
Then Amazon just banned his shit. So this dude has 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer.
He's just wasting all that bread for nothing.
Yo, and then there's like, I read another story. I was listening
to. He can't
even
make a profit off it now.
Well, he can. He can still, like
locally though.
He can like if he sells it to people around town, but that's kind of like inconvenient. Or he can still sell like
sell it to like corner stores.
He can sell it to fucking he can sell it on eBay, but like don't
eBay
go
banned him.
eBay banned him too.
eBay did him worse than Amazon did.
They banned him.
Amazon suspended him.
Oh, eBay banned him for
just banned him.
Oh, because I was gonna say he could sell it,
or he could go through other people, like have other people make.
Yeah, but if they try to price gouge too,
no, but they don't. That's the thing. Don't price gouge. Yeah. So let's say he got him $5 a pop the bottles. The way I would do it is I sell him $7. You still making a little profit off the back end right there. Cause whatever. Like you selling them for a marked up price, but that's not price gouge.
He definitely ain't getting them for $5. It was like, bro, he bought them in bulk, so he bought them shits for like. He probably cheap. Bought like a whole pack for like maybe like $20 or something. Whole pack of maybe.
But I'm saying if he sells them individually, he can still make money. Like if he bought a whole pack for $20, let's say a pack brings 6. A pack brings 6, and he bought a pack of 6 for $20. He can sell them each for $5, and he made $30. He made $10 on top of that. So he can still come up. Really, if he was smart, he can still come up off of somebody else. Like, yo, I'm gonna give you a cut. I'm gonna give you X, Y, and Z amount of money. Just make an account, and then he can come up like that. But that dude is crazy. But like, I understand that.
You gotta understand too that he's selling it on Amazon and eBay, so he has to pay for the shipping.
Yo, what's up, Hadaf? I don't know if you're still there. Like he had commented. Okay,
so you're forgetting about like the shipping cost.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him a little bit of money. That's true. So, but like, alright, so this is another thing I don't get. Like, people are so stupid. Like, they're going and hoarding a lot of shit. But you got people that are not thinking about like, okay, so you're gonna buy all this hand sanitizer, all this shit to keep for yourself because you want to make sure you're clean. But then, what about your community now? If nobody else has that, and you got people that can't wash their fucking hands or clean themselves because clean themselves because you bought everything, then you can still get the fucking virus if you get it from somebody else. So
this is all I'm gonna say right here. There should be no reason why there's no toilet paper at Walmart. But there's still Tostinos at all. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
But I mean, I wouldn't
say why everybody went straight for the toilet paper.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I understand what
this is what I think will happen. I think a couple people was like, yo, I'm gonna stack up on toilet paper, and people was like, yo, toilet paper running out. About to stack up before everybody else buy this shit because
Yeah, it's just like
not
and
because
that,
that's like
and
a chain
social
reaction.
media, social media too, definitely.
Yeah, because it was online.
That's
like,
what I was thinking right now when I went to Walmart to go to get a burger.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, if there's toilet paper, I'm about to stack up now. But people about to think like, yo, he thinks he's about to be a coronavirus.
Yeah, but they
I'm gonna look like one of those dickheads.
That's why I didn't want to go buy toilet paper. I was about to go to the PS and ask them for toilet paper, but I don't want to go over there and ask them for toilet paper because they about to think that I'm a dickhead.
Because if you just going in there and you saying like, yo, all I want is 1 pack of 4 of toilet paper.
But really, I need more than 1 pack because the way it's looking right now.
Yeah.
The thing is that now a lot of the stores they put in limits on the amount that you can buy. So like if they putting
they're selling like a 30-pack. I just need that 30-pack, and once I get that 30-pack, I'll be straight for the month.
Yo, and there was another story of some dude like he was literally like outside with like a jacket, like and the motherfucker had rolls of toilet paper, send them $20
I saw people. I saw somebody. They took like dog bags and squirted hand sanitizer in them, and they put them on the thing. Yo, I'm around right now with me.
Yo, that shit's funny, but I really don't get the whole toilet paper. And you know what's wild? Like, okay, I get the toilet paper and then the hand sanitizer, but then they're leaving the
food is all still there.
No, not even the food. Like, yeah, because they're gonna eat toilet paper. That's so dumb.
The medicine shelves are still mad stock. Like, you think that if you get the coronavirus,
that was another thing. Like, I seen a meme that said, people buying all the fucking toilet paper like that's gonna fucking help them. Meanwhile, the fucking vitamin aisles are fucking full and shit.
Yeah, I seen that one too.
That shit is fucking retarded.
That was mad dumb.
It's like, to me, it's like, bro,
fucking
nobody got NyQuil. Like, NyQuil's still full. Like, you would think, with all the symptoms that a lot of this shit carries, you would think that people will get some medicine to cover these symptoms just in case they get it.
Somebody said, "Yo, everybody's buying all their hand sanitizer paper." The condom aisle's still full.
No, there was another one I seen. Where it was like people are still buying all the toilet paper and shit and all the hand sanitizer. Meanwhile, there's fucking like Lysol disinfecting wipes and fucking what do you call them? Wet towels?
Baby wipes?
There's still baby wipes, which is disinfecting too. There's still baby wipes on the fucking shelf. Fucking dumb as fuck, bro. Like the only thing,
hysteria, bro. People don't think like just.
And it is like, yo, another thing, like, I get it. Like, I kind of get it. I feel like America's overblowing it more than, like, any other country. You know? I think, like, there's a conspiracy going on, like, when it comes to Trump.
America overblows everything.
Like, there's a conspiracy going on. Like, a lot of people, like, they have a conspiracy where they're saying, like, all these countries are getting together, like, to fuck with Trump in an election year.
I don't think it's the
he's about to get reelected. The media here is overblowing it just to fucking blame Trump, because what they do is like, I don't want to, like, again, I don't want to fucking sound like a conspiracy theorist, but what they do is like, when Trump, when this shit came out and Trump was like basically trying to tell people like, calm down, like it's not that big of a deal, we got it under control. The media came out and was like, oh, Trump is like dismissing coronavirus, like, oh, we're all gonna fucking die basically. But what happened in 2012 when we had like SARS or some shit, or like what was it, swine flu?
2012 was not swine. 2006.
Yeah, some shit like, no, but there was one where Obama was president and like a bunch of people fucking died and there was like a bunch of fucking infections and like they never made a big deal about it.
I don't remember nothing like this though, where a lot of people died.
The thing is, again,
they don't really,
it's because
it's not overblown by media, but not a lot.
Because it wasn't overblown by the media, and not a lot of people are dying. But no, what I'm saying is like, you got, you know, so I don't think like obviously countries are not conspiring because it's election year and they want to get rid of Trump or whatever. But you got the media like overblowing this shit, and so like when Trump came out, like I feel like if Trump would have came out and said like everybody fucking panic, like this is a fucking pandemic, they would have been like, well, Trump is trying to drum up mass hysteria. Like that motherfucker can't win for nothing. Like he could come out tomorrow and cure cancer. He can come out with the cure tomorrow for this shit, and they'll probably hate him. Like they'll probably come up some way to fucking say, oh, this motherfucker Trump.
I don't think it's about Trump though, because there's mass hysteria everywhere. There's mass hysteria in Italy. There's mass hysteria.
No, but those countries, rightfully so. A lot of people are fucking dying in Italy, bro.
Yeah,
a lot. But it's not even the same. It's not even the same in America. Like they're talking about. They're saying some models are saying that we might have what is it like 200 and something million people infected in the United States when this shit is all said and done. And even if just 1% of that dies, that's like over 2 million people.
This wasn't like as big until that scientist did that with Joe Rogan.
What's
You
science?
didn't see that? He was like he's like a viral scientist or something. Studies in like viral. Did an interview with Joe Rogan. It went viral.
And what did he say?
It was just like basically like shit is serious, like panic type. What he was saying was like a lot of people are gonna die. Like every. And after that, like literally after that interview dropped, a lot of people were talking about it, and that's when everything started. I see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like the media was still hyping it up before that, but ever since that interview dropped, it's been going crazy.
Maybe it's because like I mean I watched some of Joe Rogan shit, but I haven't seen that clip. But maybe it's because I follow the news like more often, like, and I just feel like while I was looking at it like was from the media lens, and like I'll be on Twitter and shit, and I'll be looking at these verified Twitter fucking assholes that they not really talking about shit, but they're trying to find the next angle to the fucking thing. But pretty much like the country right now, like this shit is going on a shutdown, bro. Like the country's like legitimately shutting down right now. Like they canceled a bunch of events. They canceled South by Southwest. They canceled the rest of the NBA season. They canceled Coachella. I think they're gonna cancel Burning Man. They're closing fucking schools. They're like,
I feel like out of all the festivals, Burning Man is most the one that they should have closed out of all of them. That one is justified in closing.
Nobody even
coronavirus
like, showers.
Nobody showers.
yeah, for like whole week. It's a week, right?
It's a week.
Yeah, so nobody shot. So they're closing a bunch of schools and shit. And y'all heard about that fucking NBA player who was like joking around about this shit with the reporters and then started touching everything. And turns out, there was a story out too that he was like playing with other players' fucking equipment. It turns out he gave like a couple other players fucking coronavirus too. But like that shit is so stupid. And he came forward and like he apologized and shit. But it's like, bro, I mean, I get it to be like fucking playful, but you probably gave those reporters coronavirus because I heard a lot of them just came back from China from playing like some exhibition games like that. So you probably
need to know. Oh, that's how they got it.
That's how he either got it like that or he got it from. Because the thing is, he's not gonna die. That motherfucker, he's in shape. He's a healthy basketball player. He's probably got a strong immune system.
He said he didn't even like.
He doesn't have it. Yeah.
He said he doesn't feel anything. Like he just feels regular.
Yeah, because a lot of people they don't get the symptoms, so they like, yo, fuck around. We probably got it right now. We don't even know. You don't know that.
I'm too real for coronavirus.
I got a homeboy, bro. I got a homeboy in
he got it?
Stationed in Korea. He got it. He was the first. You know, and I'm not gonna blow up his name, obviously, because that's not my business.
Probably shouldn't say he's the first anything.
He's the first soldier to have it.
Huh?
He's the first soldier to have it.
Yeah.
I just made that dick.
Nah, he's not. Nah, he's cool as fuck. He don't even know how. Like, he don't even know how. Like, how it happened. But he went to the story is like he went to the TMC for some other shit. And when you go into the TMC, when you go into the TMC, huh? Nah, I'm straight. I'm still full for the meal. When he went to the TMC, they were doing tests on people if they were going to the team, regardless of what it was for. Like, you could say I got a leg pain or whatever, or knee pain. And they did the test on him, and they found he had this shit.
The first person in the army to start getting ibuprofen.
No. So I heard that you're not supposed to be taking ibuprofen. That shit makes it a higher chance of you to die.
Yeah, but the army's gonna give you ibuprofen.
Yeah. Do you think the army cares? The army gives you ibuprofen
and
for everything.
They're gonna give you an IV and ibuprofen and be like, "Yo, you on your way, bro. Get out of here, bro."
Right, quarters one day.
Quota's 24 hours.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Like, we're beneficial because we can get all the tests for free and everything, but like a regular civilian,
yeah,
they gotta pay mad bread.
And it's so crazy too. Y'all seen that, yo? And this is what the army like. I mean, I love the army, but like this shit is crazy because. Y'all seen the no, I showed Randy, but I don't have you on Facebook. But there's a meme I posted on Facebook that said like NBA canceled, NCAA canceled, and then it says U.S. Army, your leave is canceled.
Yeah,
Yo.
I don't know why they're preventing us.
The games are the only thing we looking forward to.
Yo, like we're not even allowed to fly right now.
Nah, here's the thing. Here's the craziest
and
thing.
And we're not
to
even
me.
supposed to go like outside 100 miles.
I know. Here's the craziest thing to me about that is that it gets on post, and none of us are allowed to leave within 100 miles. If that shit gets within 100 miles of us, we're all fucked. Like,
I mean, I don't know. Like
once it gets on post, we're done.
Yeah.
Done for.
The whole poll's gonna have to go on quarantine.
First of all, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm jacking like about 75% of the people that don't watch.
What are you?
Just 75%. Just 75%, Randy.
It could be more, bro. But from what I've seen, from personal experience, I'm jacking. It's like 75% of the.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. Once that shit gets on post, yo. But there's another thing that's going on with the coronavirus. So like, I don't know if y'all heard. Like, I seen some shit. I got this conspiracy theorist that I got on my Facebook, and I call him a conspiracy theorist because like he always posts some shit from like QN and shit like that, like trying to say, oh, Trump is getting rid of like the deep state and all this extra shit. But he posted yesterday some pictures of people that saying that their student loan debt is gone.
No, the interest is the.
No, bro, the whole shit is gone. And so when I seen that, I asked my wife. I was like, Danisha, go check your like credit report, like your shit reports on the credit, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, go check your credit report. Let me know what it says about your student loan. She sent me the picture. Her shit. Oh, she has no balance. Zero. Yeah, her student loan is.
So who canceled them?
I think.
Why would they cancel it? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this coronavirus shit, like, because a lot of people, like, a lot of companies are closing down too. Or they're telling people, like, to work from home. Or, like, they're doing a lot of shit. So they're thinking, like, the government is trying to do a lot of things to, like, make it easier for, like, businesses to, like, not fuck themselves over, especially like small businesses like that can't really afford to like not be open for a day or whatever. So they're like getting rid of not getting rid of, but they're postponing payroll taxes. They're postponing they did the shit with the student loan debt. They're trying to pass things where they send people money so they can be able to pay their rent. But yeah, like my wife's shit was completely gone. Like she has no debt. Like I have the picture right here. I wish I could show it on the stream, but her shit is fucking zero. And she was like, yo, I'm gonna wait a week and see what happens. Because they were talking about the interest rates. That's what she said she read too. And I had seen the story. But no, her whole shit is gone. And I've seen a bunch of pictures. Even today, again, Buddy posted more pictures of more people saying like their whole shit is gone, bro.
Your deductible debt was gone? Put that $1,000 back in debt?
Bro, I gotta check my student debt. My shit might be gone.
You got student debt? I didn't even know you went to school.
Boy, dumb.
Y'all the dumbest ones here.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck out of here. But yeah, I owe BCC some money.
Still?
Yeah, I never paid
10
that
years
shit.
ago.
I know. I never paid that
He
shit.
went to college 10 years ago. Still hasn't paid.
So I went.
He's been in the army this whole time too.
Because I never cared. Like I don't have to pay them. Like my shit is it's like they had it at collections, so it went from like I think I owe like $1,500. I owe like $4,000 now. But
from
it's
$1,500 to $4,000.
Yeah, collections it lowers it.
No, collections when they send it to collections and you're not making payments. Yeah. So like
collections will lower you.
No. But it accrued interest, so it went up to $4,000. But now it's like that's all I owe. Like
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Every time that I be haggling with them. So I'm not gonna hold you. I can't really afford that. You could lower that down by like $500. I could probably pay that.
Don't really do it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let us do it. Like I could pay it by the end of the month if you bring it down to this price. And
I had something to say in collections. It went from like $900 to $500.
That $5,000 hospital debt that I owed one time. I brought that shit down. From $5,000 to literally $800.
That's crazy. Yeah, DeAndre, I think that's what they're doing. I mean, if you got student loan debt, I know you've been in the army pretty much as long as me.
Yeah, they should remove all loans while they at it because my car loan gotta go.
Imagine?
Yo.
You got a free whip. I haven't even made a payment on it yet.
Yo, if they cancel my car loan...
You definitely gotta vote for Trump at that point, bro.
I'm not even voting for Trump. I'm voting for coronavirus. Fuck out of here.
Coronavirus 2020 getting rid of all that.
Thanks.
No, but I think they pretty much got rid of like, I don't know. Some people are saying that they still have their loans on this shit. Some people are saying like that they don't have it anymore.
You wanna know what it sound like to me? It sounds like some people win and some people lose. Most people lost.
Bro, getting your loan canceled is like winning.
It depends though. It depends. Well, I guess any kind of loan. But I mean, I never had. Well, I have my car loan. That's the only loan I ever had.
How much you owe on it?
Right now, I should be down to 14 or 13.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine 14,000 just would never have to go down again.
Let me check, because I have it. I have the app. My shit gets paid automatic. I never even. Where the hell is my shit? My bank thing.
I thought you were about to say, what the hell is my loan? I'm about to be like, you got your shit canceled?
You better go check on your
I'm about to start looking at my car loan. But nah,
where is it? Bro,
fuck all that. Let's move on to the next topic. Yo,
I got one for. No, go ahead. You got some? No. Go ahead.
I insist.
No, go ahead. Because most of my shit is regarding like Corona. I mean, we can.
Yeah, we can, but I don't.
Yo, I got an interesting one for. Well, you got one or?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, go.
So, I got a question for you. Now, what do you do when you have like? All right, so let's say you got like a certain situation going.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a person that's always like this is in terms of girl issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, back in high school, right? Because I was actually arguing with somebody, one of my boys from back home about this with my ex. He was like, what I did was wrong. Because I was like, I told him about how, I broke up with my ex and then she clothes and all this other good stuff.
Yo.
Yeah, so it's like,
I
told him that afterwards, I just let it be. And he was like, nah, he basically called me a bitch for letting it happen. He was like, nah.
For letting her burn your clothes?
Yeah, and then just not doing anything about it. Because I was like,
what are you going to do? You going to burn her clothes?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, dude, but you got to understand, like, the circumstances, too. She lives in a white town, and her parents got
beat on you real fast.
Her parents got money. Her parents got money.
Who's this, Rachel?
And I'm a broke, and I'm a broke... Games? Anyways,
I don't think she'll ever watch this.
I'm a broke Hispanic male from the Bronx. Like, who's winning that court case? I'm gonna walk into the courtroom.
The judge is gonna shoot you.
And he's like, nah, bro. You can make it work no matter what. I promise you that you could have won that. I'm like, bro. No, I couldn't have.
Yo, winning a court case is not that easy, and if we're talking about like. You wanna?
I'm like, I would have had to pay for a lawyer.
I mean, no, not really, because you could have taken her to small claims. If you take a person to small claims, it's like, okay, it doesn't matter. Like, she can get a lawyer all she wants, and she could have gotten like.
She took her to Judge Judy.
No. So how that shit works? So what they do is, that those cases are real, right?
Yeah, I know somebody who went on that.
Yeah, those cases are real, and so that's a small claims case. So basically, small claims is anything $5,000.
If I'm taking anybody anywhere on TV to a court case, I'm taking them to Caso Cerrado.
You can't take Rachel to Caso.
Nah, I don't care. They got translated.
But
and I'm about to yell at her in Spanish, curse her out in Spanish.
But Caso Cerrado, I don't think it's small claims. I think they shit is fake anyways.
Nah, yeah,
it seems fake because
because some of the stories just be like wilding. Like,
what?
No, bro, I seen a story where this girl literally brought a whole cup of horse nut into the courtroom and was drinking it and said that it made her feel young. And I was like, bro, this can't be real. Like,
So
it's definitely fake because I do know IG was on there.
Yeah. Our mothers really was entertained off this for the longest. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna cap. Growing up, I used to love that show.
There were a few episodes. Now, the funniest episodes was when the guy and the female was talking about getting a divorce, and then like the woman would be so confused and she'd be so mad. And then the guy just comes out as gay and starts making out with a whole other dude in the show. I'm like, bro.
People came out as gay on that show.
Yeah, they always come out with some crazy shit on that show, man. No, but in reality, if you would have taken her to small claims, anything under 5,000, it doesn't matter if she got a lawyer. If you can prove that she.
So let me tell you something about the New York City education system.
You ain't got to tell me. I mean, that's something you don't know. Because honestly, if somebody burned my clothes right now, it's because I thought about it. But if somebody burned my clothes, my first thought, or even I wouldn't even think of it like even a week later.
Was violated.
Yeah, like I wouldn't think of taking somebody to court.
I was thinking about it.
But if you would have taken her to small claims, she'd have had to pay. If it's anything under 5,000,
to be honest with you, I was gonna beat up her brother. I was like,
but then what does that get you?
Because then that's a double L. Because one,
yo, what up, Brain? What up, Brain?
If I beat up her brother, right? One, the dude is shorter than she is. She was like 5'4". So
how old was he? He was older.
He was older. So.
Yo, imagine being that short.
He was older than me, too.
Imagine being that short. I already feel like, I don't feel like I'm short, but like, I know I'm average height. Like in America, average height is like 6 feet.
It's 5'10".
Yeah, whatever. 5'10", whatever. I'm 5'11 and a half. So basically 6 feet.
The bathroom.
All right.
So imagine, that KFC hitting, huh?
He's been having to use the bathroom like this for the last 4 days.
That's coronavirus.
That's why everybody buying the toilet paper.
No, but so
Yo, hold on, bro. He's using my toilet paper.
Hey, bro. Hey, take
yo, hold on,
back, bro. Tell him
hold on.
we scars on toilet paper here in this house.
Give me my toilet. It's my last roll. I gotta make that shit last me the rest of the month.
Nah, I'm gonna get some from Supply, bro, on post. But yeah, so So average height is whatever it is. 5'10", I'm 5'11 and a half, basically 6 feet. Like, bro, I'm already like not that attractive, bro. Like, imagine being like that. Ugly. Imagine being that short, bro. Like, I would kill myself. Like even dudes that are like attractive, like I see like short dudes that be like 5'4", like, bro, how can you live with yourself? How can you accept yourself as fucking 5'4"? Like, bro, you're fucking short. Like,
they just go for the girls that's 4'9". Girls exist.
4'9". Oh, 4'9". They said like 5'9". Not bad. Hey, now some like, I mean, some guys like taller women. Some women like shorter men. Like, for example, one of my best friends, his wife is taller than him. He's not short. He's like 5'10", 5'9",
I'm not gonna hold you
like that.
I like taller women too.
His wife is, I think she's like my height, or maybe a little. No, I don't think she's my height. But yeah, like, you know, and they got kids and shit. And but yeah, he's you know, that's what some men like and shit. But me personally, like I had a what do you call it? In high school, man, I had this. Oh, hold on.
What?
Who's Rest Makia? How y'all doing? Hey, what's up? Are you still there? It says one viewer. I don't know if this person.
Probably still there. Anyway. No,
that's why I gotta be checking on
the comments.
I thought you were gonna do it. But yeah,
how am I supposed to do it? You're running from another computer.
You could do it on the phone.
I don't got Twitch on.
You can go on the website. Yeah, but yeah, so like I had this I've been this height pretty much since like my junior year of high school. Like, I used to be like, I remember when I got to 9th grade, I was like the shortest person in my class, bro.
I was the shortest person in my class.
Like, I was the shortest person, like everybody was tall. Even this kid, like, I remember because he was like one of my really good friends in high school. His name is Virgilio. Like, he ended up being like short. He didn't grow up. No, Virgilio. I don't know. I don't think you ever met Virgilio.
Never met.
Yeah. But he was like taller than me in 9th grade and shit, and like he didn't grow up to be like taller than 5'8" or 5'9", and like my junior year I was like taller than most of them. So pretty much I've been the same height since I was like a junior in high school. Like I grew, like I just had a growth spurt and shit like that, and like I grew so fast that I actually ended up developing those bumps on my knees or whatever. They said that that's from growing and shit, like, and they still hurt. Like if I bang them, they hurt, But then there was this girl, man. I'm not gonna say her name, but there was 2 girls. At the time,
okay, my fault, player.
No, yeah, I wasn't no play in high school. I was whatever. It was like regular, but I think at the time, I was trying to talk to my ex at the time. I think that was because that was like girl I got with. I'm not gonna say none of their names, but we'll just say girl A. I was trying to talk to girl A, and I really like girl A. And then, but I was cool with girl B and C, and girl B was like 6'2", bro. And girl B was like, girl B was like 6'2", and she was really cool. But girl B and girl C were friends too, but I really like girl A, and I don't know. Like I used to take the bus with girl B. And she really liked me. She wanted to have a relationship with me, but I couldn't do it, bro.
Check the Twitch chat.
I couldn't do it because I don't think this person. I couldn't do it because she was just taller than me, bro. She was like 6'2", bro. I was like 5'11". I was like, I could never see myself like looking up to kiss a girl. And even to this day, like how you look like I think the only way I would accept it is if the girl's like, I mean, no. Obviously, I'm married now, so it doesn't make a difference. But I think the only way I would have accepted something like that is if the girl's either my height or like if she's 5'10" or 5'9" and she's that tall and she's wearing heels. Bro, are we gonna focus on that?
No, the PT test just got postponed to.
Okay. And then she's wearing heels and then she looks taller than me. I could deal with that.
So the thing with me, bro.
But like if the girl's naturally taller than me,
the taller they are, bro, the better, bro. Because I like getting on the step ladder.
Hell no. No, Rachel wasn't tall. She looks really tall though.
She do. That's what
like
I'm
her
saying.
pictures. She looks really tall.
Yeah, no. That's for sure.
But yeah, like
definitely, she definitely looked really tall. Because I remember when I had met her for the first time, and then she eventually followed me on Instagram. Oh, how does she look so tall? I don't remember her being that tall. And it didn't help that she was the tallest person in her family either. So it was like,
what?
I'm like, yo, is she an NBA player or something? What's going on here? Like, I don't remember. Was she like, was she kneeling the whole time I was talking to her or something? Like, what was going on here? And then what's it called? So makes sense. Like compared to everything.
Yeah.
You know?
She got everything below the. Nah, but like I don't know. Even when she's standing with her friends, I guess she's got really short friends or whatever. But
yeah, Janine is my best friend currently. She's a lot shorter than but not a lot shorter. But she's shorter than.
Yeah.
But yeah, now what's it called? I could deal with taller girls, bro. To be honest with you,
my height are a little shorter. Like if they wear heels or whatever.
My horizons have broadened as I've gotten. I used to be a lot pickier when I was younger. Like
you still picky.
I'm not picky, bro. I'm calling me picky. I smack you anyway. Now I have broadened my horizons. You know what I'm saying? I like. But my personal favorite right now. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
No.
If you're about to say some fucked up shit, you might as well not say it.
It's tall mixed girls.
Tall mixed girls, like what specific mix?
Doesn't matter. It could be black, white.
Yo, I think speaking of mixes, bro, what do you think makes the best mix of like best mix of people when it comes to women? Like
it depends.
The two like races.
Do you mean in general, or do you mean the best like that I've seen personally?
All the restaurants in Massachusetts. That's what do.
For real?
Every restaurant.
That's crazy.
You know the Dominicans are sick right now. They use them restaurants to pay their bills.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but so
you mean like in general, like people in general, or like you mean like
the two best race, like the two best mixed like races when they make that one like women.
Because it depends. Because so personally, the best looking female I've seen that was mixed was black and white. Like I feel like if you mean in general, because
in general, I guess
like in general, I would say like Asians.
I was gonna say the same. Asian and black, bro.
Asian and black.
It's like when like to me those are like the most beautiful women on fucking earth, like hands down. It's like they get all the best features from like Asians, and then all the best features from the black side. Like you ever seen like one of those pretty faced Asians with like crazy fat ass, bro? Like and they got that skin tone, like they're like golden brown and shit, bro. That shit is so goddamn sexy, bro. That shit.
Niggas horny yet?
Hey.
Yo, get him out!
Yo,
No, that's why I can't fuck with
That was
them,
funny
man.
as fuck. Bro, you're married, relax.
Nah, so what do you think is the best mix, Tom?
Definitely next.
But if you had to pick, all right. So if you had to do top three, so for me, number one is Malaysians. Number two, I would say black and white.
Nah, I wouldn't even like. So to me, the most attractive mixed girl I've seen was black and white, but I don't think like in general they have good mixes. Like sometimes I feel like it can be very hit or miss with black.
Hit or miss with Blazers.
Nah, I don't think
Majority
so. I have yet to see a
yeah.
Blasian that wasn't at least somewhat attractive.
Yeah, you know, I used to think like when I was a kid, I used to think like Puerto Rican and Dominican like mix was like the best shit ever.
That's not really like a mix.
It's not even a mix. It's just Dominican. Puerto Rican. Like they all look.
They're already mixed, so it's like.
But I used to think like that, like those were the two best, like a Dominican and a Puerto Rican like being together, like that shit was. But obviously not. But what about bro? You know, like non-mixed girls though, like you know who are really attractive, bro. Israeli women, bro.
Yeah, I think so. I can
Israeli
say that.
women, bro.
I want to say they're like the most attractive.
I don't know.
No, I'm not saying.
I don't know Israeli women personally.
No,
they look like.
Gal Gadot, bro. Gal Gadot. She's Israeli. Wonder Woman.
Girl who plays Wonder Woman. Nah, some Israeli women look like they like kind of they look like a more like I guess European version of like Legends of Mila Kunis. A lot of
Mila Kunis looks Russian.
Mila Kunis is Russian. She's kind of dark.
Oh, are you
just
dumb? She's probably the same. Probably like the same skin complexion as Khabib.
No, she's not.
Do you know what the span of Russia is?
I know the span of Russia, but you know what the fucking look at her. She's not that white. Like I can honestly never see like I can't look at her.
She's probably mixed.
I can't look at her and say Russia.
I mean, you can say that about you. You can't. Nobody can look at you and say Dominican. Like,
actually, most people can tell though. They either get Puerto Rican.
I don't think you look that Dominican.
A lot of
you
people
look Mexican and black.
No, a lot
you
of
look
people
Mexican and black.
A lot
Does it not?
No. Most people that come up to me, they literally be like, "You Puerto Rican?" And I'll be like, "Nah." And it's because I'm lighter skinned, like because they think of Dominicans as fucking being like all dark. That's what the fuck. That's what they think of Dominicans.
I
But
feel
majority.
like most people who don't know Dominicans don't think of Dominicans being that.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't think that they know.
She's Ukrainian.
Like.
She's Ukrainian.
That's Russian.
Oh, whoa! Don't disrespect these Ukrainian people.
Whatever, but I don't see her. I don't look at her and like honestly, I thought she was like Mexican and other
Well,
shit.
that's because with a name like Mila Kunis.
She's also in the industry where they make people look like that. A lot of people want to look like that. To be honest, a lot of people want to look Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it, even all the white people in the industry want to look Hispanic. All the black people really want to look. I don't want to make it seem like that, but a lot of people go for that look.
Yeah. Speaking of white and thing, y'all know about them two giraffes that got killed? Well, one of them got killed.
Talking about the white giraffe?
Yeah, with the poachers.
Yeah.
So like, bro, I think
giraffe.
Honestly, yeah, it was an albino giraffe.
I think poachers are probably the sickest people.
Bro,
or some.
I swear to God, I wish like that if somebody got caught poaching, bro, like.
They give them like the third world punishment?
No. Just literally feed them to lions. Like, just have a bunch of hungry lions and just feed them to fucking lions and watch them, like, get killed by lions. Like, that's honestly how I feel about it. Because you know what they do? Like, you know what poachers do, right? Oh, yeah. Aren't you black and white, bro?
Yeah, black and white people.
He's black and white.
Yeah, black and white people always get confused for, like, Dominican or Puerto Rican, too. That's another thing.
Yeah. But, yeah, so, I think, honestly, hold on. Let me look up the story. I think, honestly, like, poachers should just be fed to, like, hungry animals, bro. And, like, they should alive. And, like, they should die. Because you know what a lot of poachers do, right? Like, they don't even kill the animals. A lot of the times, they'll kill the animals. Or, like, they'll take the part, like, a part of the body that they need. And then the animal just suffers until it fucking dies. And then they basically just let the animal, like, whatever, wander until it fucking dies and shit. So they killed the mother. I don't even know what the fuck what were they trying to get? Let me find the story.
So the thing about those animals is that one, it's a rare animal. So if anything, they were probably trying to get. I mean, I don't even know.
Let me see.
What would you get from a giraffe?
Let me see. I'm gonna.
'Cause I know elephants is ivory.
We're gonna read the article together. So it says Kenya had 3 rare all-white giraffes. 2 of them have been killed. Wildlife officials announced in a statement Tuesday that a female and her 7-month-old were found in a skeletal state after being killed by armed poachers in a nature conservancy in Ijara, northeastern Kenya, likely 4 months ago. A 3rd white giraffe, the young male offspring of the dead female, is believed to still be alive. This is a very sad day for the community of Ijara and Kenya as a whole, said Mohammed Ahmedor, the manager of the Ishak, whatever the hell that is, the conservancy, in a statement. The animals have been well known since 2017 after rangers spotted them while on patrol in the conservancy and posted a video on YouTube, which subsequently went viral. Some viewers left comments at the time sharing prescient concerns that their newfound fame could put the giraffes at risk for poaching. That's exactly what happened. The tragedy highlights a paradox. Okay, but what were they poaching? It doesn't really say. But I know a lot of the people that poach.
Yeah.
He says he's West Indian, Asian, and white. But I get, a lot of the people that poach, like, they go for like the horns of rhinos or like tusks and shit like that. Like, and it's just sad, bro. Like, I don't know. I wish death upon every fucking poacher. Like, for
sure. I don't like poachers. I don't like the idea of poaching. And
yeah, but so you don't like poaching, right? So I'm gonna give you like a moral like dilemma, right?
Yeah.
A moral dilemma. You don't like poaching, but you enjoy eating meat, right? And I'm not saying this as a vegan or nothing like that, because a vegan will probably tell you, well,
totally different.
What do you?
No.
What do you care? No, but I'm saying like a vegan's argument would be something like, well, what do you?
We're not gonna say a vegan's argument, but we're gonna say like certain vegans' arguments, because stereotypical vegan.
Do you know any vegans that are like?
I do know some. And I know some vegans that are like that. But so the thing is, bro. So I don't know if you noticed. Obviously, we grew up a little bit in the DR, and when we killed a chicken, we usually ate everything on the chicken. Yeah. Besides maybe like the head, because
you don't eat the head.
The head is not edible.
There's no meat in there.
Exactly. So I feel like it's different when you're killing an animal to eat it, because one, you kill it to eat the animal, and it's the same thing with like the Native Americans back in the day. When they would kill an animal, they would make sure to use every part of that animal to make sure that the animal's like body didn't go to waste.
Yeah.
So it's not like they just kill it, grab some meat, and then just let it rot right there. No, they kill it and then literally dismember it and take every piece and use every piece of that animal.
Yeah, but again, my whole argument is, okay, so you hate, my whole point is, so you hate poachers, right? Because they're I guess you did make
I think it's different when you're using.
Yeah, when you're using something.
Yeah, but the whole argument is that you shouldn't be killing animals, period.
Yeah, but no, listen.
Vegans.
We're like, so the thing is, I don't understand why certain vegans think that we're like above animals. Like, yeah, I get it. We have
we are above animals.
No, we are animals. We just have more logic than most other animals.
We are animals, but we're above animals in the sense that we can rationally think and make decisions, and we're smart, basically. Like, we're not fucking basically we have
we're at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying like basically we have like, I'm not saying the animals don't, because a lot of animals have like empathy, and there's a lot of like, you see a lot of stories about animals like doing crazy shit that like out of the norm for them. Like, for example, like that lion that's racing like a cheetah cub or something, when usually they'll kill a cheetah, but it's raising it as its own. But no, we're able to like, logically think, and we're able to fucking, and we're supposed to have like empathy.
There are actually other animals that can logically think. We're just the animal that have the most capability of doing
it. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. So then what the fuck was the original conversation?
It's not killing animals.
Yeah.
You said we're not above animals, though. Clearly are.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get what he's saying, because he's saying it in the sense of we're not above animals because we are animals, but we are above animals in the sense of like mentally, like our mental capacity is obviously the greatest mental capacity on earth. Like, there's no animal that's smarter than us. I mean, at least I don't think so. I could be wrong. I don't know. So
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Don't know that.
Bro, look at all the things that we have that
Okay.
animals don't have and never will ever have because they can't think of it.
That's bro.
You think an animal can drive a car?
Maybe.
I mean, that's something that we had to learn too.
But we learned it. They did it, so we're better.
I don't think that.
No, but the whole point
How
is
does it work?
it doesn't even start at just driving a car. It starts at even inventing the car or inventing the wheel in the first place to be able to say, oh.
What animal has done that?
I feel like an animal. I
fucking
feel
woods.
like certain animals don't have to do that to be smarter than humans. Or like inventions.
So what do they do that's so smart though? Like,
No, animals are smart. Like, animals are smart within the range of their own intelligence.
We are the smartest animals that we know as of yet, but we haven't all of Earth isn't explored, especially not anywhere in the ocean either. Like there's plenty of the ocean that isn't explored.
well, you think there's like civilizations?
I mean, that's more of like a conspiracy.
Y'all believe in Atlantis?
Yeah, like, oh.
The fish people, the sea people. Nah, so.
But you never know. I'm saying more like anything is possible rather than like there's definitely
Like this is it. You're not thinking binary.
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
thinking like there's possibilities. Like you never know.
From
Shit.
what we know,
So, yeah.
That's what I
from
said.
what we
From
know.
what we know.
So I mean, but then we can talk about, and then we kind of going off topic here. But then we could talk about like, I mean, I don't believe in it, but like, who knows? What if like there really exists like multiverses?
we're not even gonna.
Yeah, multiverse is a conversation that's like
I'm saying I don't believe in
We
it,
can
but
talk
like,
about it in the next podcast,
what if yeah, we could do it, but I'm saying like, what if there's multiverses out there, and like in the other multiverses, like the fucking planet is run by dolphins instead.
first of all, dolphins are some savage ass.
They're smart as fuck, but I'm saying we don't know. Like this,
bro, they're actually savage ass animals.
they're really smart.
A pod of dolphins will actually just rape you.
Yes, I know that, but I'm saying they're really the smart.
I know they're smart.
Yeah, they're
I'm
smart.
saying they're
But
savage.
yeah, so back to the topic. So with the animals, the argument is like, are you on the phone? She was calling this. So like the whole vegans argument is like, yo, we shouldn't kill animals at all. But like they don't think about this. Like a lot of vegans don't understand that for them to be vegan, that shit is a privilege, bro.
Yeah.
You know why that shit is a privilege?
We grew up off animals.
No.
I'm saying like the human civilization was brought up off of
But that's
being
not,
hunters of animal meat.
But that's not the reason why. That's not the reason why that vegans are.
Well, it's not only that.
What vegans don't understand.
Parts of the earth are not like fertile. You can't grow crops on certain parts of the earth. Or most crops that you're gonna need to
survive like a vegan.
To survive like a vegan.
Not just that argument. Actually, I never even thought about that. But I'm gonna tell you why vegans are actually privileged to be vegan, which is what they don't understand. Majority of the world, they can't afford to be fucking vegan. Like they can't, like their primary source. Like there's a lot of places in the world where like people literally go through trash to make fucking to like eat. Like there's a famous dish. I don't know what it's called, but it's in Thailand. It's in Thailand or in the Philippines. I don't remember which country. But there's a famous dish that they literally like people go and pick out the scraps of like old food. And then they recook it and they make it into a meal. And that's what like a lot of like the workers in the Philippines, they eat. It costs like 5 Philippine pesos or whatever, which is even $1. So it's like, and that's what they can afford every day because they can't. So a lot of people don't understand, like a lot of vegans don't understand, like for you to be privileged is because you have all these fucking resources in this country, like that allow you to be a fucking vegan. You can go to the store and get whatever.
Even a lot of people in this country can.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of people think like being vegan is fucking cheap. Hell no, that shit is expensive, especially if you want to eat like
it's
the good
very
stuff.
inconvenient.
Yeah, because you can everywhere you go, like they serve meat. I mean,
that's the thing about it too. Is like even if everywhere you went, they serve plants. Yeah, people. Another thing that vegans don't also don't realize is that mass cultivating plants fucks up the soil.
Yeah, like that's another thing.
Look at the dirt bowl. Look at what happened in the dirt bowl. Which happened.
You talking about the dust bowl
or the dust bowl? Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's why you're eating bowls of dirt.
The dust bowl, like that was because of over.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily overplanting. The whole thing was that they were cultivating the same crops over and over and over again on the same soil. So you're supposed to do a rotation. For example, like let's say if you grow corn on this soil this year, next year you have to grow, I don't know, fucking green beans on this soil. You can't grow the same shit. And then you rotate it out every year. You grow some other shit. And that's why that shit happened. But that shit is a privilege.
It still makes this like it doesn't. The soil is never the same. Soil also degrades as well. Like you can't keep you like soil isn't an unlimited resource either.
Yeah.
Like look at the Sahara Desert. Like that whole thing was all greenery, and then eventually, like, you know what I'm saying. And then there's more deserts that are happening now because the whole world, you know what I'm saying, world heating up and everything.
And here's another argument that I think like vegans never really thought about. Like, okay, let's say the earth just stops. Like, we all switch to just being vegans. The entire world switches to being vegan, and we're able to sustain it. But what do we do about the animals? You know what's gonna happen with the animals, right?
Yeah, they're gonna overpopulate.
They're gonna overpopulate because nobody's killing them, and they're fucking. So eventually, you're gonna fucking have to kill the animals anyways. And now,
especially like deers, bulls, pigs, and all
exactly
that
like that. What do you call it? Not necessarily pigs. You're talking about boars. They're boars, right? Yeah.
Or pigs.
Yeah. But it's usually not pigs. But yeah, so they're gonna overpopulate. So it goes back to the same thing. Okay, now the whole world is vegan. We're not killing animals for food, but now we have to kill animals and we're just wasting it. So we're doing the same shit anyways. So what's the end game? What do we do with the animals?
Well, that's I don't know.
What, like, there's nothing. There's nothing that at that point that we could do. There's nothing at the point, like, we're gonna have to kill animals regardless, unless, like, I don't know, you keep them in cages and you separate them, like, or like you keep the males on one side and the female.
That defeats the whole purpose.
Then that defeats the whole purpose. Like, I think vegans are like fucking irrational ass people. Vegans are like, I don't think
they're all irrational people. I think they're only irrational if they're trying to force everybody.
Yeah, I'm saying like those crazy vegans. Like, I don't know if you've seen videos of those vegans that are like, they go to like the animal farms and like they chain themselves, or like they try to free the animals and shit like that.
Yeah, I think that's extremely radical.
Yeah, and then there was one like where there was a bunch of them like lined up, and they were like letting some dude like brand them like cattle and shit.
It's like, bro, go home. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Like, you about to get that shit all infected because you let somebody brand you like an animal. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You think like next thing you know, 3 weeks later, them fucking vegans is dead because they got a major infection on the ass because they got branded.
I think when animals are mistreated, like
I think
that's fucked up. That's another thing.
It makes me feel bad, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, bro.
No, it depends. Like, if it's animals,
like humans get mistreated like that all the time too. Like, in a lot of areas in the
vegans,
world, like nobody's doing anything. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Like, these people care more about
the cows in Kansas.
Yeah. They care more about the fucking cows in Kansas than they do about slavery that's actually going on still in Africa. Like, you don't ever hear this motherfuckers talk about all the slavery and shit. They only talk about, like, that's what pisses me off about a lot of these irrational people, and it's kind of switching the topic a little bit in regards to that, because then it goes to, this is more of a general, like, SJW type people. They always talk about, like, the injustices of America. Basically, the injustices of all the white countries. Like, because white man...
Here's
I don't think America's that much of a white...
Bro,
they're talking... America's still majority white, but...
Here's my thing about the whole injustices. Like, when people say, oh, yeah, you have to... What's that word? What's that word that they always ask for? Reparations.
Oh, yeah,
like
reparations.
Yeah, you have to give us reparations for your history. Like, the white man's history is all fucked up, bro. There's not a single country on this planet that you can name me right now that didn't have a fucked up history.
Or like slavery. Well, I don't know about slavery.
Slavery too. I'm pretty sure every single country on this planet has
you know what pisses me off about the whole slavery argument? It's probably gonna piss off a lot of people. What these SJW types, these fucking white upper class liberals like to talk about is how, like, the white man, and again, we're not excusing slavery. Obviously, that was fucking bad. But look at the reality of it, right? The white man imprisoned black people for hundreds of years or whatever. But how did they get those slaves? You know how they got the slaves, right?
Yeah, they were sold by
other black people, by other tribes of people. Because what they would do in Africa is, like, tribes would go and invade other tribes, and when they would win, they would capture the women, take the women, rape the women, and then sell the men, and then sell some of the women when they were done with the women or whatever.
Yeah, slavery is really like a worldwide thing.
Yeah, it's a worldwide thing.
The thing why it's like so big when it comes to like Black Americans and everything, because it's so recent.
Yeah, well, not necessarily because also you gotta think about the Italians, how the Italians were. Well, they weren't enslaved, but the Irish were enslaved, and
but that was so long ago. Like,
Irish were after the.
Yeah, I believe
the Irish were after the blacks. Or after the black.
It wasn't after. It was during it.
No, it was definitely after.
Let me look it up. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up, bro. Irish. He said how the myth of the Irish slaves. Were there Irish slaves in America too? Let me see. This is a Snopes article. I'll switch the camera. It's a mixture. Okay, what's true? Like impoverished people of other nationalities, many emigrated from Ireland to the Americas in the 17th and 18th centuries as indentured servants. A smaller number were forcibly banished into the indentured servitude during the period of the English Civil Wars. Indentured servants often lived and worked under harsh conditions and were sometimes treated cruelly. So I guess indentured servants.
Indentured servitude is still slavery.
Unlike institutionalized chattel slavery, indentured servitude was neither hereditary or lifelong.
It's around
like
the same time, but slavery, African slavery started before the Irish.
So it's around
No. But so again, my whole point is like we don't never talk about we never talk about like how the Middle East, like when Islam was expanding as a religion, what they were doing is they were obviously taking over a lot of places, and they would rape the women and kill the men, or if they weren't killing the men, they were enslaving them to work. Same thing with all this history. Like this is not a uniquely like American thing or like a white people thing.
But
like,
West African slavery and the whole Western thing is so recent, and it was so much bigger than anything else. That's why
I don't know, because even when the Japanese took over China, when they were enslaving the Chinese, that was much more recent. That was like in the 30s, the 20s.
Yeah, but how long did it last?
I don't know.
African slavery lasted almost 300 years.
I don't know. Japanese.
And it literally took over a whole...
That didn't last that long ago, right?
It literally took over a whole 2 continents. There was African slavery in South America, in the West Indies, and North America.
The Japanese...
It was so big.
Yeah, you're right. It was...
And it really didn't take a...
No, not that, but I'm trying to see...
Well,
it just says it was from 1937 to 1945, actually. But yeah, so
it was for 300 years, but the thing is,
think about it. Segregation just ended in 1968.
1961, 64, some shit
like my grandfather was still alive during that.
I'm saying no. So I don't think it's because of the recency of the actual slavery. I think it has a lot to do with segregation.
Because everything that happened after it,
but then also like I don't know. Okay, so for example, like, do you think like? Again, I'm not excusing like whatever slavery was like shit that or in fucking segregation was bad too.
Yeah.
But do you think like that the people that live now that had nothing to do with that should fucking feel guilty for shit that happened in the past?
No, I think a lot of people OD it. Like,
yeah. I don't think that any
like the whole like every white person's racist thing. That's OD. Like all that. Like a lot of people like sorry that some people were born white. Like they can't help that.
Yeah. Like it's
people like hate them for that, and I think that just makes racism. What it is, it's the same thing because everybody's gonna keep hating.
Your light is on.
Oh shit! Everybody's gonna keep if black people hate white people for stuff that they had no control over 100 years ago. It's just gonna be continuous.
It's gonna be like
racism is never gonna end.
Yeah. And racism is never gonna end because now let's go back to the coronavirus.
Bro,
thing.
every single country in the world is.
Yeah, every country is racist.
Yeah, racism is never gonna end. That's that's a human nature, like inherent human nature. Like when you're born. And they've done studies on this and shit like that.
I think being racist, because I will never hate somebody for their race.
For their race.
But being prejudiced and stereotyped is always going to be a thing.
Yeah. So,
it's just like it's a defense mechanism. But it's like the human mind bases itself off its past, not what the future could be. So what happens is that if you have a bad experience, let's say you had a bad experience eating like not even just I'm gonna say food. If you have a bad experience eating spaghetti.
You're gonna always hate spaghetti,
from one Olive Garden, right? When you go to Olive Garden, any other Olive Garden in
you're not gonna want to
the
try
whole world,
spaghetti.
you're not gonna want to try the same spaghetti, right?
That's a fact. It's just how your mind works.
Yeah. So then it goes back. So let's talk about like in regards to racism and like the coronavirus. Do y'all think that like people being scared to go to like Chinese restaurants is considered racist?
No,
like because it is.
It's not racist. Like,
but you know, like you got a lot of.
It's dumb. It's dumb,
but it's not racist.
Yeah, like I look at it as like again, and this is gonna sound fucked up. I look at it as like, look, honestly, it has nothing to do with like the food because I haven't eaten Chinese food in like years. I came back when I came back.
Chinese food yesterday. Express.
That's not real Chinese food, bro. That's some American shit, bro. But no, listen.
Pandas there? I forgot.
You know, it's crazy because I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that
Are you dumb?
every panda in the world is technically owned. Basically owned the world from China at one point.
They can just get them back.
Just get them all back.
But yeah, so listen, so like
Pandas are dope too.
Here's the thing, like I came back from Korea and like when I was on leave for my PCS leave in New York, like I went to a Chinese spot, like have Chinese food, and like I couldn't even finish my plate.
You just said you didn't have Chinese food in years though.
Huh? Yeah, I hadn't had it, right? Like pretty much since way before I left to Korea, I hadn't had, like at that point it was like 4 years. Then when I got back, I tried it just to go, like to have it, and I just it like felt nasty to me. And this was bad. This was last year. This was like way back.
Might be bugging.
So no, I didn't like it. And then when this whole shit started coming out, and then I started seeing, like, you seen the video I showed you?
Yeah.
About that Wuhan market, bro. They sell. This is a meat market. It's a meat market. I showed them the video earlier when we were in the Olive Garden. Maybe that wasn't like the best choice for me to do that. But they literally have, like, you see it, like, lined up dead rats cooked in like a thing they're selling. They're selling dogs, live dogs. They're selling dead snakes, ducks. Any kind of weird animal you can fucking think of.
Duck
is fire.
Duck is fire. Duck is fire. But the ducks look like they were
around the world too.
But the ducks look like they were not in like a clean condition, bro. Like they were all bunched up and they look dirty.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Even before coronavirus came out,
is OD though.
I'm not gonna hold you. Even before coronavirus came out, you probably were never catch me.
Is it true that started with bats?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. There's a lot of theories.
Why are you eating bats?
The Chinese. But listen, so this is what I started doing.
Who looks at bats and like, yo, this is good eats?
I mean, you can say that. You can say that just about any animal.
You look at the wings and shit, probably crunchy fried.
No. All right, so
bats is totally different.
Nah, so you could say that about just about any animal because, like, coming up, bro. Let's say you didn't know that cows were as good as they were, and like you just grow up with cows just being there, and then somebody decides to eat a cow one day. You're gonna be like, who the fuck thinks about eating a cow?
But the thing is,
no. But that's different because cows something like
bats are literally a rodent.
Yeah, one and two. But also you got to think about it like this: you already know that throughout human history, motherfuckers been eating cows. So obviously it's got to be something good. Somebody's gonna try something like you know how many. You ever think about like how many people have probably?
That's the thing for bats too. Bats have been eaten throughout human history.
But who the fuck do you know has been eating bats?
In Europe, look it up.
But
bro, you have to do a study it.
But a bat is a rodent though. At the end of the day, like rodents should not be eaten.
Nah, I don't. I'm not saying that I disagree with y'all. This is where y'all arguing with me because y'all think.
No, we're not saying that you're disagreeing. I'm just saying just look. You can look at something and be like, yo,
this is not
a rodent. Is literally a group of nasty animals. Like, every rodent is disgusting.
Yes?
Yeah, bro. Like, it's literally an insult to call somebody...
disgusting in the ways, like, to eating. Because, like, I'd fucking have a hamster, like, as a pet. Like,
yeah. Definitely, yeah.
That's why I was like...
No, he's talking about in the eating-wise.
Literally, it's an insult to call somebody a rodent. That's how you know they're not supposed to be eaten.
No, but... So, my whole point is, like... And then I started researching and, like, yo, like... The Chinese do a lot of fucked up things to them. Like,
they don't.
And a lot of the time, they're not like. And this is gonna sound fucked up, but like they don't like a lot of them. You know the Chinese food that they serve us anyways is not.
It's not real Chinese food.
It's not what they eat.
Yeah,
that's some American. That's some westernized shit that they just. They don't eat that.
I knew they wasn't eating it because I was getting totones and chicken fingers from them. It's like there's no way they make totones in China.
No, but like I heard that in like another country, like in Puerto Rico, the Chinese spots, their menu's different. Like they have arroz con pollo and all that.
They make a lot like the same thing that they do in New York. Like
you've never been to that Chinese spot that was like it was like about like 2 miles down from where we used to live or where mommy used to live.
I used to go to the one you talking about on 187?
No. I'm talking about back in the DR.
The Chinese food in Puerto Rico is real similar to the Chinese food in. It sound like totones and shit over there.
Yeah. So like so one of my NCOs
you actually never went to the Chinese place that was like it was like next to a pizza place too.
Bro, I definitely did not.
Yeah, you've been missing out then.
But so back to the whole original story, which was about Bro, I don't think it's racist, but then there's a lot of people saying like, oh, a lot of people being racist because they don't want to eat Chinese food because this shit started in China.
You can't even make fun of somebody no more, like, without...
Hey, I know, yo, it's crazy because...
Like, bro, you just want to get fried.
There's politicians, like... There's politicians literally saying, or like even people on the news media and shit like that, it's saying like, oh, it's racist to call it the Wuhan virus. But that's where the fucking virus came from. That's where it originated, in Wuhan in China. So they're saying it's racist because that's why Donald Trump called it that. So when his administration called it the Wuhan virus, they're like, oh, that's racist. But then they're fucking hypocrites, and a lot of people pointed this shit out. West Nile virus. That's the origination of it. The fucking Zika virus. That's the origination of it. The German measles origination of the fucking thing. There's another one. What's the one? There's a fucking town in Ohio, and there's a virus that has like the name of that town. Virus. No, there's but there's a lot of the viruses. They all have the names of the places where they originated. But all of a sudden, because the Trump administration decided to call the Wuhan virus, and mind you, the same people that were saying that shit is racist were calling it the Wuhan virus up until Trump said it was the Wuhan virus, and up until he called it a foreign virus. And then you're fucking racist, obviously, if you're not eating Chinese food. Like, first of all, I don't want to eat Chinese food because right now I have it sounds fucked up, but I don't have very much trust in fucking Chinese food.
I'm gonna put it like this, bro. First of all, this shit, I feel like you're bringing up the whole Wuhan virus thing, and it's like, I don't really think people think that it's racist. I feel like that's just a reach about it, like, are those people who are...
Yeah, I mean, obviously regular people are telling these, like, you guys are...
Nah, there's a lot of Asians on social media that are going like, oh, you guys are being racist.
Yeah, you guys are being racist towards Chinese people. Yeah, bro, like, they're honestly going and saying, like, oh, you're being racist towards... You gotta be compassionate towards the Chinese right now because they have nothing to do with this. Bro, this shit, what the fuck? They have everything to fucking do with this shit.
Eat bats? That shit is not good eats.
That shit's wrong.
There's mad food out there you can eat a bat.
Yeah, but like... They're saying, oh, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Now the Chinese government, I don't know why it took them so long to pivot, bro. Now the Chinese government saying that the U.S. Army was the one that brought the virus to China, bro. They say U.S. Army soldiers brought the China.
We're not even allowed to go to China.
Exactly. We have no duty statement.
Even as a soldier, I'm not. Because I was about to take a flight from Korea to back home.
You can, but you have to do some extra. Like, yeah,
you have to do mad extra. They wouldn't even let me on the flight, bro.
Yeah,
they wouldn't let me on the flight.
And they're saying
I had a layover in China, so I was going from Korea to China, Connecticut.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't let me on the flight.
Yeah, and so but they're saying
what happened?
Hit me off the flight. I had to get a new flight.
Did they buy it or did it?
No, they refunded me all my money, and then I wanted another.
Yeah, but no, they honestly they're blaming the U.S. They said the U.S. Army brought the virus to China, and you know what's crazy? People hate Trump so much that they're literally defending the Chinese, saying that the army fucking brought the virus.
Actually, makes no sense at all.
Alright, so let me tell you something about the army first. How the fuck did that? Alright, so think about it like this: how is it that the army brought the virus to China, right? But U.S. didn't get there first.
3 weeks ago.
No, because
there was cases.
Because what they're saying is, if we brought it, they're not saying like soldiers had it. They're saying like,
oh, the U.S. Army like planted it.
Yeah, like it was a virus. Like, because there's another theory that the virus didn't come. That the shit didn't.
No, he's not saying like that. He's saying like it was a military. Like,
like a military operation. Yeah. Like, because there's another theory also in regards to that they're also saying that it came from a lab in China. Like they have,
I heard about that.
China has like the biggest lab with all like viruses and shit like that in China.
I heard China has a vaccine though. Like a lot of people in China are like better now. Like most of their people.
Well,
that's because China's not reporting it anymore, or they're killing the people that they think are sick. They're literally.
There was a meme that went around. It was like it showed dates. It was like North Korea coronavirus cases. It was like March 10th 1. March 11th 0, March 12th 1, March 13th 0.
You know what? No,
so they're killing everybody.
Yeah. So they literally when they had their first case, they literally executed.
Yeah, they shot them. Yeah.
That's not funny, but like that's funny, bro.
They probably tapped them a few. Boom, boom, boom. Probably hit them with the firing squad.
They really shoot people over there for no reason. They don't care, bro. You were over there when they shot that dude at the DMZ, right?
Nah, who they shoot at the DMZ? Bro?
One of their people was like going in the thing and they just gunned him down. Like,
oh, there was one that tried to escape to Korea.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
No, one of them got killed, and I think another one made it. He was wounded, but he.
There was a video.
Yeah, you see him. You see him running across the DMZ and shit. And like once they get across, the border, obviously, like they're safe. Yeah, that shit is crazy,
the
bro.
DMZ is big though, like.
Huh? Yeah, that shit is huge. You ever been to? Oh, I'm not gonna talk about it. I had somebody upset me once because I had posted a picture on my Instagram of like I was like real close to.
I was on the DMZ border one time. You been on Warrior Base?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
That's where you were.
You can literally see the DMZ from right there.
It says it. There's like a gate right there, like it's like a barbed wire thing. You literally see and it's all grass, like for miles, bro.
Yeah, you literally see it. It's Warrior Base. What the fuck is that shit? Warrior Base, what? I don't remember the name, but it's like right by the border. It's like literally 5 miles, like not even 5 miles, probably less than that. But like you're right there, you can fucking see. And I had posted an Instagram on my shit, like of the location where I was. So I was like, "Oh, I'm sick. That's how you get soldiers killed." Like, bro, you think that
it's literally a base?
It's a base. Like, you think they don't know that there's shit's right there? Like the DMZ's right there. Like the Koreans
and
probably
literally you only go there to shoot guns.
Yeah, it's literally like a training site.
They know you're there, bro.
Yeah, because you hear the shit. Like they do. I don't know if
you're shooting grenade launchers, everything.
They do the helicopter exercises. They do the jet exercises there. They fucking. You think the Koreans don't know? They don't fucking hear the jets and see the jets.
Koreans are blind, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking, they got all types of shit there, bro. They do. That's where they do the MAP-V training for the shooting range, like the moving target, like not moving target, but when you're
on top of the MV.
Yeah, I did that. The MAP-Vs, yeah, bro. That shit is.
I thought I was really a soldier.
He was really playing.
Did you do the 50 cal shot where you shoot it on top of the mountain?
Bro, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did that one. And then you also have the mortar motherfuckers, and you see them like shooting into the mountains and shit, and the artillery guys shooting into the mountains and shit. You got all that shit, bro.
Oh, wish I could have. Yeah, considering I'm the only one out of our.
I mean, if you end up going to Korea, you probably end up going to Warrior. Everybody goes to. I know. You gotta pass that PT test first. PCS. Yo, if you pass the PT test, you get you.
You're promoted, man.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, I thought you said like once I pass it, like.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's gonna be automatic because they're not gonna make you take another PT test.
Yeah.
So I mean, all you have to do is wait like what, a month and a half. So that's straight. Yo, but that's all we got for today. Our hour and a half is up. I think we talked about a lot of interesting shit. It was definitely better than the last one because I feel like the last one was kind of weird.
That's your fault though.
We're gonna continue to do them every other week because I feel like we have more topics to talk about and like we can better like group ourselves and get things together as opposed to every week. But we will definitely be having every Saturday the gaming stream. And yeah. Hope to see you guys next week on the gaming stream, and then 2 weeks from now on the podcast. Everything like our follow stuff, like all our social medias in the description. Just go ahead and give us a follow, give us a like on YouTube, whatever website we have on there. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Wait, what?
Stand up.
What am I standing up for? Am I standing up on stream?
No, I'm trying. Yeah, on stream.
What are you doing?
Bro, I'm trying to do something. You said you were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, peace.